Good evening. You are listening to Real Talk with me, Saksham, a podcast by IGalgotias University. Today I am with a person whose age is less but has done an exceptional and phenomenal work in the field of law. I am delighted to welcome Mr. Samarth with me this evening. He is a corporate lawyer working with a big multinational company in India. He has achieved greatest of heights in a very young age. Hello Samarth. Welcome to this plug-in podcast. How are you? And how are you doing this evening?
Hello, thank you for inviting me to this interview. I am doing really good this evening and the weather is also so pleasant out there. Looking forward for a wonderful conversation and a wonderful session ahead.
Would you like to tell about your work in a more elaborative way as I gave a little gist about your work to the audience?
Yeah, I heard all what you said, and I would just like to add a little bit upon it and saying that a lawyer's job is not that easy because you have to face a lot of mental and physical pressure out there, just going every day to the court, meeting new lawyers, arguing with them, and also you have to face new judges. You don't know everyone what is the nature of a significant judge, how will he react or act upon a particular judgment or your arguments or your case, and you have to also connect with your client and also get into their shoes by learning what is their situation and what problems they are facing. And that's how it is, that's how the legal industry works on, and it is not easy because the cases keep on pending, the pressure, the media trials, the everything is out there and you cannot stop them. Yeah, that is a difficult period or a difficult phase in a lawyer's life.
Well, Samarth, I really want to ask this question to you. What was your inspiration behind pursuing law as a full-time career?
Limited options like just doing a CA degree or pursuing a BCom degree, which everyone tries to do. But I got up with a new course called BBA LLB with 5-year degree course, and it just mesmerized me of how I could even get 2 degrees in one course, and within a span of 5 years I could be a lawyer. And also the knowledge which a lawyer gains of relevant things happening in current situation happening in India, in going all through the legal documents, and also the eagerness to learn more, the urge to learn more and to learn from knowledgeable people. Because in a legal industry you will find a lawyer who has knowledge of about 10,000 rupees and a lawyer who has a knowledge of about 10 lakh rupees, who charges even 10 lakh for a meeting. So that is the way, that is the thing that inspires you to learn more, to pursue a career in law. And I think the young students who are pursuing or who are grasping to learn more as a law, as a degree or as a career, they would definitely would be liking the way a lawyer is presented in a court. Because in movies we have seen that it is not the way they are depicted, it is not right, but a lawyer's job is a professional one, and that attracts someone. Yeah.
Well, while pursuing a law degree, you might have faced some difficulties because not always life goes as smooth as it seems. So what all difficulties did you face in the way while pursuing or after the completion of your law degree?
Yeah, there are various difficulties in the law as a career opportunity, because not only as a legal professional you face difficulties throughout your legal career. As a legal student, when you are in your college days, you just see your friends around who were in your school with you, but they complete their 3-year degrees and they just get a job and start earning, whereas you are just dependent on your parents for that time, because in legal terms you only get an internship in which you are not even being paid. Also, there is no guarantee that after completing your degree you will always get a job, and a high paying one, because in today's term the competition is so much high that everyone wants a high paying job of above 10 lakh 12 lakh per annum, and that is where the competition rises, and that is where the mental pressure and torture rises on a particular legal student. Then as you become a professional, you just are not getting a degree, but you also have to get an enrollment with the bar council. So that is much more pressure, because again you have to clear some exams, and again if there is if a child knows how to clear exams, then he's forced to become a judge. Then all those mental and physical tortures that I talked about earlier, like the role of a judge, how he judges you, how he understands your case, whether he is or whether he is listening or whether he is catering to your arguments or not, that makes much more difficult. Also, the clients are not so well versed with English. There are problems with the clients as well. They don't know how to tell you about the case. They sometimes they hide facts. Also, with other lawyers, there are certain instances where you arguably the legal ethics is that you should not take the matter outside the court, but there are often cases where matters go beyond the boundaries of the court, and that is where the problem rises. So there are various difficulties. Like all other professions, the legal persons and person with the legal knowledge faces, but yeah, you need to overcome them, and that is what makes a better lawyer.
Well, as you are a corporate lawyer, like I would like to ask what steps you would like to convey to the students who are thinking to pursue law as a full-time career.
Yeah, so as a part of a legal industry, I would just like to recommend to the students who are aiming to pursue career in law, just to be yourself, just to try to learn new things. Just it is a marathon. You just should not take it as a 200-300 meter race. Just in 1 or 2 years your degree will get completed and you would be out of your colleges and looking for jobs. It is not like that. It is a marathon. You need to practice the same as for 5 long years, and sometimes in some cases there are 6 years, and after you complete your bachelor's degree there is another master's degree for 2 years. So just don't get bored of it, or just don't back out of something immediately. Just try to learn new things. Just try to go online and search for judgments, recent judgments. Just cope up with the recent trends that are happening in the legal industry. Also, after COVID there have been Supreme Court judgments and Supreme Court hearings going online, so get access to that. Get to learn new things, how cases are being presented in the court, what documents are to be put on. That is very interesting. These are very interesting things. Go to the courts, get new internships, contact your seniors, colleagues, go out with your friends, just to learn new things on how you can improve on your legal basis. And just the law is very simple. Just try to focus on how you can find new ways to implement that, because a single law can be I would say a single law can be applied in various thousand cases, and I've seen that happening. So, being a law student, just don't think about only getting a degree for once, just apply that.
Well, I know your work needs a lot of time as a lawyer. It's a very hectic job. Like, how do you balance both work life and personal life at the same time? Because balancing both work life and personal life is very difficult these days.
Yeah, as a lawyer it is very difficult to balance your work life and personal life, but yeah, it becomes a part of your life, because you have to do your job. You have to get up around at 8 or 9, prepare your case and go to the court. The court opens at 10. You need to present your case, and after that you come back to your office or your place where you work, and then again you have to work for the next day, and then again you have to prepare for the next argument, the next case. Again some new client comes, new case, and you need to just keep yourself involved in the legal scenario. But yeah, having experience and gaining much more awareness about how to manage personal and work life balance, you can somewhat achieve how one can balance this life, because without that you cannot maintain your not your professional life, not even your personal life. It becomes really difficult, because if you go deep into your work life, it will affect your personal life, and if you go deep into your personal life, it will affect your work life. So definitely there is a balance, and it needs to be maintained, and with experience you get to learn new things and also how to maintain balance. And it can be learned over the period of time, as and when you gain experience, as and when you learn new things, as and when you go into new cases, you find new people, you learn from them, and then again you can balance these things.
Well, Samarth, I know your work schedule is very hectic, but my last question to you would be, what measures or suggestions you would like to give to today's generation?
Yeah, so I am also a bit young and not so experienced to give certain suggestions or measures. But yeah, I would just like to give some motivation to the young students out there, to the young generation, to not just get into the competition, to just run things faster and to achieve things faster. Just slow down the process of learning, just grab new things, just enjoy the process of learning, just get into the detail of everything, because now in this social media generation we just get 1 or 2 minutes time to scroll down up short videos or reels, and that is how we gain knowledge, because everyone is not going into that deepest terms on how to research, how to get new knowledge and how to learn new things. So my advice for the young generation would be just to calm things down and just to learn new things with a better understanding, with a better vision, with the deepest knowledge of how you can be successful. These podcasts, these reels will not help you much, but your self understanding and your self learning would definitely enlighten you, and also your progress towards yourself and your goals would be really enhanced. So just not see everything as a totality and just not go into the mysterious things that are happening around you. Just focus on your goals. That would be my advice. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Samarth, for taking time out of your hectic schedule. Thank you so much.